The beach house project continues. It's been a bit since we've been online or putting more videos together for many reasons, but probably since the last time I've talked that we put this door in upstairs, and this goes to the one big bedroom upstairs. So originally it was about 12-15 inches over, and it was tiny. So it's made for either little people or it was an attic. Yes, probably an attic. Anyhow, so what we did is we moved it over so we get a full-size regular door in here. So it's a regular 30-inch door. Just got it finished trimming. Odd things about it is double thickness wall, bearing wall. Had to tear it apart, cut it all up, rebuild the whole thing with the structure. Took some time, but it's looking pretty good. We have a little caulking left to go, and it'll be just about done. So much nicer with the bedroom. So now we have a nice door, regular size door, and the windows all been trimmed out. I don't know if we talked about this in a previous video, but this is done. New lighting, and now we have a switch as opposed to a pull chain in the middle of the room. So wired that in too. So come on over here, let's check out the purple room. Now, the purple room, as you guys might remember from previous videos, is purple room because it was all painted purple, but it's also awful. So, our daughter Mia started doing the demo on it this weekend. Because she's just tired of looking at it. And so you can see all the wall boards all torn out on about half of it. Started to expose things attic-wise here. You can see where the dormer, this is the roof, and you can see this is where the dormer comes up. So we've got a lot of work to do, exposed a bunch of wiring so we can get going and really get it done. So that's this half. Other half of the room hasn't been touched yet behind the video, but you can see that there's a lot going on. So she did a good job tearing this all out and cleaning it all up. So she's done all the demo in here so far, cleaned and bagged this all up, and so we're just moving forward with it. So that's some of the stuff that's been going on. A lot of little stuff around the house too. So let's go downstairs and I'll show you a little bit more as we're getting closer to finishing the living room. Okay, here we are downstairs in the living room. We're getting so close in this space. It's been one of these projects that's just, death by 1,000 cuts, because it's just so many little things you want to do. All the wainscoting's gone. All the walls have been skimmed. They're all primed. They're all looking really good. I had to go back and retouch up some spaces, but that's been great. So this room looks really good. It's ready for final prime coat and paint, if you can believe it. So part of the thing that held us up a little bit was that I decided that we'd do a lot nicer trim. So we have this really nice new trim around this entire room. I used to have just a square one by. It was like cheap, unattractive, and it didn't go all the way around, turns out. So it stopped by our ugly door over here, which, as you remember, this was just an utter mess. This is a complete utter mess over here. So now this is all been sheetrock now, fresh. Skimmed this entire wall, and it's ready for prime and paint. I was trying to get it primed this weekend. I just didn't get enough time to do it. So finally got there. This is all set and done. So if you look up here, we also have these pieces missing after I pulled out the shelf unit in the crown molding. So I've gotten the matching crown molding. Although it's very obvious what the new and the old is at this point in time, once I prime this and paint it, it will all disappear and it's all going to go just look just great. So those are the big things in the house. Again, a lot more work than it really looks like. And now this room is ready for the final primer and paint coat. I'm looking forward to that. We'll show you that in future videos. So one more issue among many we've run into in our wonderful beach home is that we have a secret squirrel entry, I like to call it, down here, his own private entry door. So this is hiding behind a pot previously. Moved the pot, discovered there was a squirrel running up and down. So Mr. Squirrel runs up here above this foam in the foam insulation in this entry space, and turns out there's a hole going into the walls. And we tried to get him out, but he's not coming out. You're about to turn into Cinnamon Squirrel Buddy. It's just one of those issues we need to deal with. And I'm hoping, we tried to bait him out, didn't work. He's up here munching on wood and stuff, on and off again. But I think every time I get near him, it scares him back in. So we're hoping that he's going to come back out. We'll be back in a week or so. I'm going to come back up and seal up the secret squirrel door down here. And we actually saw him run in, the squirrel, this weekend. So if I'd already sealed up that hole, he wouldn't have been there. But we're going to come back. With luck, he's going to be gone. I'm going to seal his little doorway he gets into. I'm also going to open this back up. I have to seal up the holes that go into the back sides of the walls here. There's just a couple small ones that they obviously left open from construction. They didn't seal them up. So I'll fix those up. Even if he does get in there, we aren't going to have those problems again, keeping everything safe. Again, got to seal these places up, get the holes tidied up so animals and critters can't get in. So that's the next project, one of the many that have cropped up through our adventure with the beach house. So here we are, here in Mom's cottage, and the rest of the place looks good. We still have work to do in the bathroom. Now, I think we missed getting some video of all this tear out, maybe a few photos, but we took out the bathtub and the shower surround, and the tub was actually rusted through, and actually after we tore open the wall, we found 4 separate leaks in pipes and plumbing behind the wall, which is causing just a ton of damage. And so we got all that tore out, we got all the piping cleaned up, all the leaks corrected, and so we take a deep breath. The house is safe because, water is our enemy as a homeowner. And we're ready to go. So next week, or this week actually, in a few days, we're going to get the brand new shower pan and shower surround getting delivered. It's taken a long time. COVID has slowed it down. So once we get that, Peter and I, my son, we're going to come down here next weekend and we're going to put the new shower surround in. And then right here, we're going to install the new pedestal sink. And super excited because once we got those things in, this bathroom is going to be fabulous. Obviously, I can do a little drywall around when we put in after I put in the tub or the shower. We're not putting the tub back in, a shower here. And then we're also putting in additional structure behind the walls, so you can put grab bars and at any time you want. If you want to add those, it should look pretty good. So next one, we'll have the bathroom over here looking really good. All these things go in, new flooring, and this is going to be a fabulous little bathroom.
Do a quick video because I want to highlight a few things. I looked this up. I'm going to look it up again and get the name. Got the roses. I need to retrain them to climb. Those are blooming. The rhodies, of course, are all done. These bee bushes are done. I did not mow the lawn this weekend. The daylilies have come up at the back. And around, these are just pretty much invasive around here. They're everywhere. And then got wild blackberries coming everywhere. We've got the, I can never get that right. I always want to say okra, and that's the wrong word. The liquor stuff. It'll come back to me in a minute. I've got 3 different hydrangeas, a very light pink or lavender, a deeper purple. I've got a blue over here. And I think I have a white one back in there. And then, luckily since it's not raining as much, the lawn isn't growing as fast. This beautiful little rose that came in. We've had lots of hummingbirds coming in on this hardy fuchsia. There's just a few blossoms left in there. Been struggling with the morning glory, but over here, watch my step. You can see we've got daylilies all along here, but we had to pull out a ton of morning glory last time. Also in there in that ground cover, morning glory problem. My gimbal died this weekend, so everything's a little shaky. So we've got a ton of blackberries coming in back there, more daylilies, some other really pretty things. I haven't really started working on this yet. I did clean this area up last week. On the other side, somewhat took out blackberries, took out morning glory. It's pretty much a alternating pattern of whatever this broadleaf thing is with the flower and then the daylilies. So more to come.